So the other day I was driving my 2002 Porsche 911 Carrera and a whole bunch of stuff lit up on my dashboard saying that there was a battery generator malfunction. I actually was able to make it home, but I could watch the gauge for the voltmeter drop from which was 14. After the light went on, went to 12 and 11 and almost made it down to 10. I actually still made it home. I actually drove like 30 miles to get back to the house, but I really suspect the alternator's blown on this thing. Thankfully, I haven't had to do a single thing to this car since I've gotten it over a year ago, but we're gonna do something today. We're gonna replace the alternator. Let's get into it. Contrary to popular belief, you don't actually have to pull the engine on this thing to do a lot of regular maintenance. A number of it can be done without actually even having to do anything else other than open up this hood you see right here. And if you do have to do other major maintenance, a lot of the times you could just get away with removing the rear bumper, which only takes about 10 minutes. Thankfully, doing this alternator won't require even the bumper to be removed. We should be able to do it just by opening the hood, I guess, trunk. So with the back of the car opened up, you can see the engine bay here. There's a couple of things we're gonna have to move in order to get to the alternator. So we're gonna have to take the air box out and the intake here as well. And then behind it, you can see the alternator down there. There's a little screwdriver, pop that out. I'm gonna set that puppy aside. Plug here, as well as these hose clamps, one on the actual intake itself up here, and another one down over here. I remove the gold bolt. That's right there, right? Next, I'm probably just gonna pop this out, and then this guy should come out. Take that off. The air box should come right out. Unless we have any hoses that we're not knowing about. Oh, got this guy here. Air box out. There you see the rest of it right there. It's all pretty straightforward. You can see it all. So right here is our belt tensioner. It's a 24mm socket, and you rotate it like that and it should loosen the belt up enough to get the alternator off. Open up our nice box from FCP Euro. I love the blue tape. I don't know, it just makes me feel like it's Christmas. It's something special. It's not just Amazon coming through with our alternator. So you see behind me, this is my E36 Turbo LS swap. If you're interested in learning on how to do one of those yourself or how this thing runs and drives, hit the subscribe button. I have a bunch of videos on that. Pull this puppy out. Here is our new alternator. Now I'm gonna show you something on this. Obviously, here's your plug, right? And here's your posts. This bushing here is difficult to get out, and that sits in the car like this. So you have to actually almost smack this end with a hammer to get that out, and I'll show you how I do it. I've heard it's a pain in the butt though, so let's get cracking. So taking this one out. Looks like there's blue Loctite on this, so we'll make sure to put that on when we put it back. So this is what it looks like when you take the whole thing off with the pulley on it. I'm gonna take all this out to keep that intact. So I'll put this back in, some threads, and then we can bang it with a hammer. I think I have Mjolnir here somewhere. All right, so with Mjolnir, we're gonna give it a little tap. You can immediately see the alternator came loose there, so. I know, it's weird like banging on your engine, but you gotta get there, see that? You gotta get that out somehow. I really didn't hit it that hard. It doesn't need that much. Blue Loctite there too. All the way back there. You see that? That's a bushing. And that bushing has to get pushed back enough so we can actually pull this thing out. By moving it up. That bushing is held on tightly to that other bracket that's in the middle. So just by pushing that out a little bit, should give us enough wiggle room to slide this up and over. So just to show everyone, the way you're gonna get this out is not by having this bracket, go up and over this way. You're gonna have to rotate the alternator down. So I got this down, and that got this side up enough that I should just be able to pull it out. Yeah, like that. So that's what you have to do. You have to rotate the alternator clockwise. If you rotate it counterclockwise, this is gonna get stuck underneath this bracket here, and it's never gonna come out. So that's how I got it out. Just gonna pull it out. There are 2 wires on the back side of this. I'll try to show you. So they're gonna have to come off. So there's one clip here. You should be able to get by hand. 2 fingers to maneuver, and then I'm gonna use the screwdriver to get underneath it. Pop that plug out. And the other one is actually on a socket. We'll need to use a socket to get it out. If I lean it down just like that, that's a 13 millimeter. Highly suggest doing this with the battery out, because if you touch one of these charging cables or something like that, you can really screw up some shit. And these ECUs ain't cheap, I can only imagine. The alternator wasn't cheap. The alternator was like 375 bucks. There, just gonna remember it went in like that. So that's how I'm gonna orient my new alternator in there. This episode is brought to you by these awesome wheel dollies. If you have a car, whether it's running or not, and you have limited garage space in your garage, definitely get these wheel dollies. You can push it up against a wall, you can move the car around anywhere, any which way you want. This is a 2,900 pound Mustang that I am moving around the garage with relative ease. And I'll put a link to this in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. And buying it through those links helps the channel a lot. We really appreciate it. All right, so with the old one out, just gonna plop the new one down. Already comes with the nut. So I'm just gonna orient it like that. Here is the wire. Slide the nut back over it. The back plug, slide that back over, and I don't want to pull it out too far. Here, click. I'm going to try to orient this in the exact manner that I took it out so I can get it to go back on. And going back on is a heck of a lot easier than taking it off. That is for damn sure. Put our bolt back on. I'm going to put this one on first. I'm not going to tighten it down all the way, but I want it in. My other bolt, put it right back in here. Okay, now that both of them are on, I'm gonna tighten them down and we'll put the belts on next. All right, with our nice shiny new alternator on, don't forget the belt tensioner is right down here. Clockwise turn it. That is the formation you want the belts to be in. Don't forget, take a picture before you take it apart. All right, everything's tightened down. So I'm gonna put the air box back on and we'll fire it up and see if it charges. Reattach our plug. The bolt there to hold the intake on. It's not hard to see. Here we go. So we're bouncing around 14 volts right there. That's what you want to see, right? That means it's charging. So let's go take a look here. Everything seems okay. Hopefully that was informative, and if you're having a similar issue that I had with the car, you could rest assured it's probably most likely your alternator. And like I said, you could do it with some simple tools, some sockets, screwdrivers, and a nice hammer to push out that bushing. But once you do that, you're good to go. Check out some of these videos I have on the Porsche, and thank you guys for watching.